There's a group of football fans out there that would tell you the running back position is dead. As a Wisconsin Badger grad, I would like to politely disagree with that statement. Although the position is not viewed in the same light it used to be, I think it's still a crucial position if you want to find success as a team. Whether you are focused on the ground and pound, using the back out of the backfield in the pass game, or keeping the back in to block, they are an important tool that can create matchup problems. So as the USFL season quickly approaches, I thought I would go over 3 running backs I am extremely excited to watch this season. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more USFL content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and let me know if you want a part 2 to this video. Mike Weber is the first player I want to talk about in this video, and he will be playing for my New Jersey Generals. Weber is from Detroit, Michigan and attended Cass Technical High School, where he would go on to be a star. As a senior, Weber rushed for 2,268 yards and 29 touchdowns, even though he missed 3 games with an injury. He helped lead his team to the state semifinals and rushed for a state record 404 yards and 5 touchdowns in the regional championship. He finished his career playing in the U.S. Army All-American game and looked to have a successful career in college. Coming out of high school, he was a 4-star recruit and originally committed to Michigan. But in the end, he flipped his commitment to Ohio State over the Wolverines and Michigan State during the 2015 recruiting cycle. He would redshirt during the 2015 season and took over the starting role in 2016 after Ezekiel Elliott graduated. He impressed immediately, rushing for 136 yards during the season opener and finished the year rushing for 1,096 yards and 9 touchdowns during 13 starts, was named the Freshman of the Year and second team All-Big Ten. It looked like Weber was going to be the next great Ohio State running back until his second year as a starter was derailed when he suffered a left hamstring injury during summer workouts and lost a job to J.K. Dobbins. He was able to get healthy towards the end of the season and finished the year rushing for 626 yards and 10 touchdowns as the backup. During the 2018 season, he was still behind Dobbins on the depth chart, but still was able to rush for 1,050 yards and 5 touchdowns while also adding a touchdown through the air. Weber would decide to forego his senior year and enter the 2019 NFL Draft, where he was taken by the Dallas Cowboys 218th overall in the 7th round. Mike would be waived and signed with the practice squad at the end of August before his contract expired in January of 2020. He then spent time on the Chiefs practice squad during their Super Bowl run, but would be waived after they drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Weber would then sign with the Green Bay Packers practice squad in November of 2020 before being elevated to the active roster towards the end of the month. He would then sign a future reserve contract with the Green Bay Packers, but was waived in June. Most recently, he signed with the New York Giants, but was released in August. Now, he will look to break out in the USFL. Weber has all the talent in the world, and I think once he's given the opportunity to get a load of carries in a game, he could show off his potential. I look forward to watching Mike Weber this spring. CJ Marable was drafted by the Birmingham Stallion during the running back portion of the draft. CJ is originally from Georgia, and coming out of high school, he was a 2-star recruit. He had earned a scholarship offer to Arkansas State, but the opportunity would disappear. He started his collegiate career at Presbyterian College, where he became the first freshman in the school's Division I history to be named to the All-Conference team, rushing for over 1,000 yards. Presbyterian would move to non-scholarship football, so CJ would transfer to Coastal Carolina, where he would rush for almost 3,000 yards and 29 touchdowns in 3 years. He was also a factor in the passing game, having 84 receptions for 703 yards and 12 touchdowns. He'd make a name for himself during Coastal's 22-17 win over BYU, rushing for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. After the season, Marable would enter the 2021 NFL Draft, but would not get to show off his talents at the Combine due to the event being cancelled because of the events of 2020. He boosted his draft stock at his pro day and went into the event projected to be a day 3 pick. Unfortunately, he would go undrafted, but sign with the Chicago Bears as an undrafted free agent. After spending the season as a part of the Bears practice squad, CJ decided to give the USFL a go. He's a player who has great hands along with great vision, as well as having patience as a runner. Although he was not the first back taken by the Stallions, he's only 1 year removed from college and has a lot of potential. Don't be surprised if he is one of the best players in the USFL this year. Former Wisconsin running back Garrett Groshek is a player I have been watching and following for years. Garrett is from Amherst Junction, Wisconsin, and attended Amherst High School. Groshek took over the starting quarterback position as a sophomore in 2013, and developed the identity of a dual-threat quarterback who could hurt teams with both his arms and his legs. As a junior, Groshek put up 3,106 yards of total offense and 36 touchdowns. He would improve those numbers as a senior, throwing for 2,398 yards, 41 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, while also rushing for 1,432 yards and 16 touchdowns on the ground. He led Amherst to the Division V state championship and was named first team All-State. Although Garrett put up insane numbers in high school, he was still an unranked recruit, choosing to walk on to Wisconsin rather than North Dakota State. He would redshirt during the 2016 season, and from 2017 to 2019, he served as Jonathan Taylor's backup. He finished the 2017 season with 297 yards and 2 touchdowns, the 2018 season with 425 yards and 1 touchdown, and the 2019 season with 198 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Going into the 2020 season, Jonathan Taylor was now with the Indianapolis Colts, and Groshek was named team captain for the second year in a row. He finished the year playing in 6 games, making 2 starts at running back during the shortened season, finishing with 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. He put the team on his back during Wisconsin's rivalry game against Minnesota, rushing for 154 yards and a touchdown during the overtime win. He finished his Wisconsin career rushing for 1,116 yards and 7 touchdowns on 235 carries, while also having 79 receptions for 611 yards and 1 touchdown in 41 games. He went undrafted during the 2021 NFL Draft and signed with the Las Vegas Raiders, but was released after training camp. He would then sign with the Minnesota Vikings a few months later. He spent time on the Vikings practice squad before being released. Then, a crazy opportunity presented itself when Wisconsin running back coach Gary Brown was unable to travel to Las Vegas for the Badgers bowl game. Chris would bring Garrett in as a temporary hire due to his knowledge and experience in the offense. Paul Chryst explained that after he learned Brown might not be available for the bowl game, he approached Groshek, who was attending practice in Madison with former UW fullback Mason Stockey. The Badgers finished the bowl game accounting for 157 rushing yards, beating Arizona State 20-13. Now, Groshek will turn his attention to the USFL, where he was drafted by the Pittsburgh Maulers. He will probably be a part of a running back by committee with De'Veon Smith. Check out the video I released on his backstory in the description below. He should be able to handle occasional lead blocking duties for outside zones and third down pocket protection duties if needed. He was listed as a fullback by the Draft Network back in 2021, and according to Fantasy Pros, he could be the USFL's version of Kyle Juszczyk, serving as a lead blocker, pass protector, and occasional ball carrier and pass catcher. And those are the 3 running backs I'm excited to watch this spring in the USFL. Personally, I'm excited to see the former Badger running back get a shot at the pro level. But who are you most excited to watch? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, maybe check out my video on De'Veon Smith right here. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more USFL content. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.